Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about log lines because it's something that we hear about, and screenwriters like, oh, you have to have a good log line. You have to have a good log line. You have to have a compelling log line. First of all, let everybody listening know what a log line is and any tips on creating a compelling log line.
So a log line is just a 1 to 2 sentence breakdown of your story, really. It has to be efficient, brutally efficient. It has to be interesting. You have to hook the reader. It can't be boring. It can't be overly wordy. And I have a template in the book on how to efficiently write one and kind of create that hook for it as well.
Excellent, because it's not easy writing a log line. Like if writing a screenplay, if writing a screenplay is hard. Like boil down those 90 pages into a sentence or two.
Good luck.
Oh God, when I had to write ones for like my short films that I did back in the day, I was just like, they were paragraphs. I'm like, dude, it's a short film. If you can't get this out in a sentence, dude, it's 10 minutes, man. Let's move it along.
Yeah.
And one thing I also want to talk to you about, and this is something that writers, because I've read a lot of scripts in my day, especially young writers, they will bust out the thesaurus out in your script, and you will start getting these 50, 75-cent words out there, even some $1.50 words.
Man.
And it's just like this hodgepodge, and I'm reading it. I'm like, dude, if I gotta look, I'm like, I feel myself, I'm fairly literate. I personally read around 2 to 3 books a week. You know,
that's awesome.
I really try to consume as much information as possible. Man, if I've got to look up the word, it shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be. You know, so can you please just talk about, stop trying to show off your English lit degree.
That's really interesting. Writing a screenplay, when you're reading it, it needs to be pleasant to the eye. So you don't want it overly wordy. So you want to be Spartan with your words. You know, when I do like action blocks, it's about 4 lines. I don't do 5. I don't do more than that. I do 4 lines because it makes my scripts just a breeze for a read. You want to be efficient with your description, but if you start pulling out those $1.50 words, you're not impressing anybody, and if you're frustrating them, they're not going to want to keep reading your script. I don't want to be looking up words. You know what I mean? You know, there's instead of saying very tired, you can say exhausted. Sure, that's easy. But if you start getting into something crazy, you're not impressing anybody. You know, the goal, and I mentioned this, is that my job is to glue you to your chair with my words. If you're reading my script and you have to go to the bathroom, I want your bladder to be killing you because you can't get up and walk away from the script because you need to know what happens. And I'm not going to do that if I'm getting crazy with really fancy words. It's not going to happen.
Because there is a plethora, a cornucopia, if you will, sir, of options.
Exactly.
If anyone, please look up cornucopia. If you want, do not use that in a screenplay. It's a red flag. Can you imagine? It's like he ran into the store where there was a cornucopia of gun options. Could you imagine if you read that line? It's so pretentious. It's like, it's a lot of.
I want to buy that script right now.
Exactly. I think that's a dog saves. I think that's a Dog Saves Christmas movie. I'm not sure, but which is obviously pre-sold in multiple markets around the world right away. Yes.